blasphemy is when a man claims to be God and claims to be able to perform the functions and the prerogatives of God. Notice 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verses 3 and 4. This is another passage that is speaking about the Antichrist. By the way, the man of sin in 2 Thessalonians 2 is the same as the beast from the sea, is the same as the little horn, is the same as the abomination of desolation, and the same as the harlot of Revelation chapter 17. In other words, these are different symbols that point to the same power. The man of sin is the same as the little horn, the same as the beast. Notice 2 Thessalonians 2, 3 and 4, what the Antichrist does. It says there, "Let no one deceive you by any means, for that day, which is the coming of Christ, that day will not come unless the falling away comes first." A better translation is the apostasy. In Greek it says apostasia. So it should be translated, that day will not come until the apostasy comes first. And the man of sin is revealed. So is this a mere man that is revealed? Yes, it's a mere man, right? The man of sin is revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he sits as God in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. What is one of the main characteristics of the Antichrist? He sits in the temple of God and he claims to be what? He claims to be God. And by the way, what is the temple of God? The temple of God is not the Jewish temple, which supposedly is going to be rebuilt in the Middle East. The temple of God, according to every other passage in the writings of the Apostle Paul, represents the Christian church. Now, I want you to notice also that this Antichrist of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 not only claims to be God, but he also claims to have the power of God, to exercise the power of God. Notice in the same passage, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 9. 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 9. Speaking about this same individual who sits in the temple of God, showing himself to be God, it says there, "The coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan, with all" what? "Power, signs, and lying wonders." Let me ask you, is this Antichrist only going to claim to be God, or is he going to apparently do the works, the powerful works of God? Evidently, he's also performing the works of God, although he is a mere man. He's the man of sin. By the way, the only other time in the New Testament where these three words appear together in one verse, power, signs, and wonders, is in Acts chapter 2 and verse 22. I want to read that verse because I'm going to show you that what the Antichrist is going to do is falsify the works that Jesus performed while he was on this earth. Notice Acts 2 and verse 22.